Do you like surprises? I do. Surprises make life so much more exciting and unpredictable. They can turn an ordinary day into an extraordinary adventure. Imagine waking up in the morning, expecting a regular day, and then something unexpected happens that makes you smile from ear to ear. That's the magic of surprises. One day I met someone very surprising. It wasn't just any ordinary meeting. It was a moment that changed the way I saw the world. This encounter was with a character so unique and intriguing that it left a lasting impression on me. His name was Ollie the Opposite. Ollie wasn't like anyone I had ever met before. He had a special way of looking at things, a perspective that was completely different from mine. Ollie was a funny little creature made of clay. He had a whimsical appearance that made everyone smile. His eyes twinkled with mischief, and his mouth was always ready to form a playful grin. He loved to say the opposite of everything. If you said it was hot, Ollie would say it was cold. If you mentioned you were happy, Ollie would claim he was sad. It was his way of making conversations more interesting and fun. It was so much fun to talk to Ollie. Every conversation with him was like a puzzle, where you had to think about what he really meant. It made me laugh and think at the same time. When I said, "Good morning, Ollie," he said, "Good evening, Cat in the Hat." Can you imagine that? It was like stepping into a world where everything was turned upside down. Ollie taught me all about opposite words. He showed me how words could have completely different meanings depending on how you use them. They're words that mean the opposite things. For example, the opposite of up is down, and the opposite of fast is slow. It was fascinating to learn how these words worked. It's like saying the world backward. Imagine if everything you knew was flipped around. It would be a world full of surprises and new discoveries. Want to learn about opposites with me and Ollie? Join us on this exciting adventure and you'll see the world in a whole new way. Together we'll explore the magic of opposites and have a lot of fun along the way. Opposite words are two words that mean the opposite things. It's like having two sides to a coin. Let's learn some fun opposite words together. One side of the coin might be up. What's on the other side? That's right, it's down. Just like that, words can have opposites too. Ollie loves to play with his clay friends. One friend is a big ball of red clay. When this friend is hot, he's very, very warm. He's like the sun on a summer day. But when he's cold, he shivers and shakes. He's like a snowball on a winter day. Hot and cold are opposites, just like summer and winter. Ollie has two more friends named Bertha and Tim. Bertha is a big round ball of blue clay. She's so big she can barely fit through the door. Tim is a tiny speck of yellow clay. He's so small you can barely see him. Big and small are opposites. Do you know what else is big and small? One bright and sunny day, Ollie and his friends decided to embark on an exciting adventure. They gathered all their supplies, packed their bags, and set off with big smiles on their faces. The air was filled with excitement and anticipation as they wondered what amazing things they would discover on their journey. First, they came across a giant ladder made entirely of colorful building blocks. It was the tallest ladder they had ever seen. With determination and teamwork, they began to climb up, up, up. Each step brought them higher and higher, and they could feel the thrill of the ascent. The blocks were bright and cheerful, making the climb even more enjoyable. As they reached the top, they were amazed to find themselves so high up that they could almost touch the fluffy white clouds. The view from up there was breathtaking, and they felt like they were on top of the world. They stretched out their hands, trying to grasp the clouds, but they were just out of reach. It was a magical moment that they would never forget. After enjoying the view, it was time for some fun. They discovered a twisty slide made entirely of jelly. With gleeful shouts, they slid down, down, down the wavy slide. The jelly was soft and bouncy, making the ride smooth and exhilarating. They laughed and cheered as they zoomed down, feeling the wind rush past them. The slide was so much fun that they couldn't resist going up and down all day long. They would climb back up the ladder, reach the top, and then slide down again, each time feeling the same rush of excitement. It was a day filled with joy, laughter, and endless fun. They loved the feeling of going up and down, experiencing the thrill of both the climb and the slide. Through their adventure, Ollie and his friends learned about opposites. They discovered that up and down are opposites, just like high and low. This realization made their adventure even more special, as they understood the beauty of contrasts in the world around them. It was a day of discovery, fun, and learning, and they couldn't wait for their next adventure together. Section 6, Fast Freddy and Slow Sally. Ollie has a friend named Freddy who runs very, very fast. He's like a cheetah chasing after a gazelle. Zoom! He also has a friend named Sally who moves very, very slowly. She's like a snail crawling on a leaf. Fast and slow are opposites. Section 7, Happy Hugo and Grumpy Gertrude. Sometimes Ollie feels happy. When he's happy, he smiles and laughs. He loves to sing and dance. But sometimes Ollie feels grumpy. When he's grumpy, he frowns and crosses his arms. He doesn't want to play with anyone. Happy and grumpy are opposites, just like smiling and frowning. Section 8, Opposites Everywhere. We see opposites everywhere. A light that's on and off, a door that's open and closed, a toy that's full and empty. It's like a fun game of hide and seek with words. Can you think of any other opposites? Look around you, and I bet you'll find them everywhere. It's time to say goodbye to Ollie, but never forget about the magic of opposites. Section 9, The End of the Day with Ollie. As the sun began to set, it was time to say goodbye to Ollie. The sky was painted in hues of orange and pink, casting a warm glow over everything. The day had been filled with laughter, learning, and a lot of fun. We had explored so many new things together, and now it was time to part ways. The sun dipped lower, signaling the end of our adventure for the day. But before he left, he gave me a big hug and whispered, "Remember, Cat in the Hat, life is full of opposites, and that's what makes it so much fun." His words echoed in my mind, reminding me of all the opposites we had discovered. From big and small to light and dark, each pair of opposites had its own unique charm. Ollie's hug was warm and comforting, a perfect end to a perfect day. He was right. Opposites are not just words. They are experiences that shape our understanding of the world. They teach us about balance and contrast, making life more vibrant and interesting. As I nodded in agreement, I realized how much I had learned from Ollie. His wisdom and playful nature had made the concept of opposites come alive in a way I had never imagined. Opposites are everywhere, and they make our world more exciting and interesting. Think about it. Without opposites, everything would be the same, and life would be quite dull. The contrast between opposites adds depth and dimension to our experiences. Whether it's the difference between day and night, hot and cold, or happy and sad, these contrasts help us appreciate the diversity of life. Each opposite pair tells a story of balance and harmony. So next time you see a pair of opposite words, remember Ollie and all the fun we had learning about them. Think about the lessons we learned and how opposites make our world a richer place. Whether you're reading a book, playing a game, or just observing the world around you, keep an eye out for opposites. They are everywhere, waiting to be discovered and appreciated. And as you wave goodbye to Ollie, remember that every ending is just a new beginning, filled with endless possibilities and new adventures.